Hello everyone, and welcome to Mixed Grammar Test Part 5. This is yet another mixed grammar test in my grammar testing series. So take your time and pause the video at each question. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number 1. And the answer is Mr. Wilkins and Mrs. Jones will arrive at our office in about 20 minutes. In this particular example, we use at because we need a specific location, like at our office. The only other one here that's maybe close is into, but that's more about going into someplace. For example, I can invite you into my office. All right? I would never invite you at my office. Do you see? And the other ones don't work. With and for don't work at all here. Okay, number 2. And the answer is, many foods are good for you, but carrots are an excellent source of vitamins. In the first part here, we have things that are good for you, definitely need for. And then we have carrots are an excellent source of vitamins. All right, not by vitamins. It's only of. Okay, number 3. And the answer is, everyone on the team is expected to attend the meeting on safety next week. All right, you got that? It's to attend. It's the only one that actually works there. Okay, number 4. And the answer is, in the event that you are injured at work, your medical insurance will not provide you with private health care. You must pay your own private health care costs. It's a long one, huh? Okay, in the first part, in the event. Has to be event. All right, it's the only one that works there. That makes sense. And then if we go to you are required to, means you must. So you must or you are required to pay your own. Got it? All right. Number 5. And the answer is, what do I do if I see members of my staff not adhering to the dress code guidelines laid out in the employee manual? Wow, that's a long question, huh? All right, adhering to means doing what you're told or sticking to or going along with. That's what adhering to means. Okay, the other words don't mean that. Got it? All right, number 6. And the answer is, the first person asks, did you send out that shipment I gave you? And the person responds, yes, it should arrive by tomorrow. Okay, so the way this is structured, with should there, you need the base form. Anytime you use a modal, there's always a base form after it. Okay, and it's the only one that works out of these. Got it? All right, number 7. And the answer is, if we had added more salt, the soup would have been tastier. This is a conditional, right? The condition is if we had added more salt, and that gets that had, okay, had added. And then the result would have been, the soup would have been tastier. Okay? All right, number 8. And the answer is, my cousin Roberta lives on a farm with my uncle. Those are the only two that work there. All right, we live on a farm. That's the expression, living on a farm and living with someone. In this case, she's living with her uncle. Okay, number 9. And the answer is there a major difference between the old model cell phone and the new one? We are talking about the difference between two things. So we need between. Okay, number 10. And the answer is my brother is traveling to Paris next month to attend the air show. The only one that works here for the feeling of the future, we're talking about next month, is traveling. Okay? All right. Number 11. And the answer is the first time I flew from Tokyo to New York City was when I was 18 years old. We need the simple past here. This is an action that happened in the past and was completed. All right, it's the only one that works here. All right, number 12. And the answer is, although it was a holiday, Dr. Owens still performed surgery on some of the heart patients at the hospital. Now we use although, and we mean even though. So even though and although mean the same thing. So even though or although it was a holiday, Dr. Owens still performed surgery. Okay, that's the only one that works there that makes sense and fits that structure. Okay, all right, number 13. And the answer is, I regret to inform you that your order will be delayed by 3 weeks. Okay, in this example, we're looking for an infinitive. So you really have only two choices here. You can say to say or to inform. The other two don't work. All right, now, if we were to use say, I regret to say you that your order, this wouldn't work because you wouldn't put you in there. You would just say, I regret to say that your order. Do you see? So inform is your only answer here. Got it? Okay, number 14. And the answer is, there is no better season than spring to begin training at Gold's Gym. In this structure, there is no better is the only structure that works here. Okay, for this to make sense. All right, number 15. And the answer is, if you had worked faster, we could have finished the project on time. This is the past perfect tense. Two actions that happened in the past. The first one that happened was if you had worked faster. Got it? All right, number 16. And the answer is, since Harold changed his job, his life has been much easier. You really have to read this and see which word makes the most sense. And has been much easier makes the most sense here. Okay, it's the only one that works. Okay? All right, number 17. And the answer is, before walking across the street, you must look left and right. All right, we are talking about walking across the street. It's the only thing that works here. None of the other ones work. Okay, number 18. And the answer is, are there any seats left for the concert tomorrow? In this example, we're looking for a way to count countable nouns. All right, well, it's actually the countable noun seat. We're looking for seats here. So any is one of those quantifiers that we can use for both uncountable and countable nouns. If you look at A, C, and D, you can only use those with uncountable nouns. For example, I would say a little rice, or there is not much time left for me to study. Okay, so we need any here. And any is used a lot like this. All right, it's used for positive and negative situations, but it's used a lot in questions, especially about countable nouns. Okay, number 19. And the answer is, many flights were canceled yesterday because of the blizzard. This is another one of those structure questions. So it has to be the correct structure. And in this case, you need because of something. Because of the blizzard. Okay, the bad storm. All right, the final question, number 20. And the answer is, after the bad snowstorm, my roof fell under the weight of all of the snow. And this is the past tense, just simple past. So we need fell. Okay, that's all for this video. Please let me know how you did on the test in the comment section. Thanks a lot for subscribing. And remember what I always say, keep practicing. See you next time.